Hello everybody. Here's another instructional video. This one is about using files that you have downloaded from Blackboard and the way to tell the difference. First of all, you'll see that I have a folder here. This is the folder that we created, that we actually used, in the last step. This is the 2007 Spring Web Class files. And you'll see the original 3 files that we downloaded in the previous example, and here's a new one, sample document. I'm going to open that document up. Notice it looks like a piece of paper with a W on it. That's Microsoft Word, so this is a Microsoft Word document. And as you can see by my pointing at it, it pops up and it says Type Microsoft Word Document right there. So I'm going to double click on it, and that will open Microsoft Word. And now you will see at the top it says Sample Document Microsoft Word. I can select something. If instead of saying hello, I want it to say how are you, I'll double click to select hello. I'll say how are you, and what the heck, let's make this centered. So I've used the document. Actually, it wants me to put a question mark in there since I said that. How are you? Anyway, now I'm going to save it, and I'm just going to use the same name, which is sample document. You see it right there. I'm going to click on the save button, and now it has saved the document. I'm going to close that document up. Now, the document I just used is this one called sample document. For the moment, I'm going to minimize this window, the folder window, by going to the minimize button. And we've got minimize. When I point at it, it says minimize. There is your maximize button, and this one, of course, is closed. So I'm going to minimize it just to get out of my way. And now this time, I'm going to go to the sample document, and I'm going to, instead of right-click to save it, I'm going to left-click on it. And when the document, when the dialog, or excuse me, when it pops up, you'll see the same document says hello. But notice this time, if we go to the far upper left-hand corner, this is the symbol for Internet Explorer, and it says Blackboard Academic Suite, Windows Internet Explorer. Now I can do what looks like the same thing I did before. I'm going to double-click on hello, and this time I'm going to type in how are you with a question mark. Now, what the heck is all of this? How do I go about saving it? Well, the problem is I can't save it. I can't do anything with this document really, because I am looking at this document and modifying it within Internet Explorer. In other words, it's modifying it on my computer the way I look at it, but I'm looking at it within Internet Explorer. I have not actually changed the document on the website, nor can I save this. Now I'm going to go back and open the other document again. Notice again before I leave this, it's the big E, or little e actually, but it's very large for Blackboard. On the left hand side you'll see course announcements and assignments. This is your class site, but I'm going to go and open the other file again. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to open sample document. And now notice the difference. I'm obviously working in Microsoft Word. There's the piece of paper with the W on it, which is a Word document, and it says the program is Microsoft Word. This document, since I had downloaded to my computer, I'm actually using it on my computer. I can open it, I can save it, I can change it, I can send it to someone, I can submit it as a project, etc. So I'm going to minimize this again, and let me minimize that folder. And this is what it looks like when we're working in Internet Explorer itself, not within Microsoft Word. If you are trying to use a document for an assignment, and you look over and see that you're around here, you're still in Internet Explorer, you're not actually making changes to the document as I did down here, how are you? I could type it in. I could go in here and change practice to perfect. But I'm actually not working on the document. I'm working on the vision of the document, if you will, because it's actually residing on the server for Blackboard, which is in Virginia. You're not actually changing that document because you don't have the rights to do that as a student. I don't have the rights to do that right here either, as a matter of fact. It's just looking at the documents which have been saved on the server, and that's it. So make sure when you're dealing with a document, you're looking at this in Microsoft Word, not with this in Internet Explorer. That's it. Talk to you later. Have a good one.